Hello everybody, welcome back. Now previously I posted my video showing my Chatty AI Assistant version 1. So in the first version of my AI Assistant I was using voice for the speech to text service. I was also using eSpeakNG for the text to speech service and using the Tiny Llama 8K version for testing the large language model, which is hosted locally on my Raspberry Pi 5 here with 8 GB of RAM, and it worked quite well. I was quite happy with it. It took around about 10 seconds to process from the time the prompt was recorded by the microphone, the USB microphone which is here, to the time the response was spoken from the Bluetooth speaker. So I was quite happy with it. The only few things I weren't really happy with was firstly the robotic voice didn't really sound too good, so I wasn't too happy with that. Secondly, the speech to text transcription was a little bit inaccurate as well. So I've probably spent the last couple of weeks now doing a lot of research, a lot of trial and error. I've tested a number of different large language models now that can be used with the Raspberry Pi 5 locally. I've also tested different voice models as well, along with different services, and I've come up with a couple of good combinations now to test. So what I've gone with, now gone with using the faster whisper service for the speech to text and text transcription. So I've decided to use the base model for the faster whisper service. It's a little bit larger than the tiny model, but it's a lot more accurate. So with the base model, I find that to be highly accurate with the speech to text transcriptions, which is very important for us, in particular because ultimately I'm also going to add on Home Assistant to the Raspberry Pi 5's AI Assistant as well. So when that happens, obviously then the speech to text transcriptions are going to be very important. So I've settled on the faster whisper model for speech to text. I've now also settled on using the Piper model for the text to speech service as well, which works quite well. With the voices, I've tried a couple of different voices now, a number of different voices I should say. I've settled on 2 different voices that work very well in this situation. So I've tested the English US Ryan voice, which is a male voice, the low version, and also the English US Amy voice, the low version again, which is a female voice. Both those voices tend to work very well, sound really good, really realistic, so I'm happy with both of those. And also, excuse me, I've tested a number of different large language models now as well. So I've tested the Tiny Llama 8K model, which has 1.1 billion parameters. It's quantized to 8 bits and uses around about 2 to 3 gigabytes of RAM when it's working, so that one is quite accurate and works well. I've also tested the smaller model, which is the Tiny Llama 4K model. With that one again, it also has 1.1 billion parameters. It's quantized to 4K or 4 bits. It's very fast and also only uses around about 1 gigabyte of RAM, which is quite good. And then on top of that, I've also tested the Quen 4K large language model as well. So with that one, it's actually 1.5 billion parameters. Again, it's quantized to 4 bits and just uses around about 1 gigabyte of RAM as well, which is quite fast. So I'm now going to run a number of different tests using those combinations and see which one is the better model for our AI assistant. So with the first test I'm going to run, I'm going to be using the Tiny Llama 8K quantized model, along with the English English US Ryan voice for the low model. So we'll just start the test now to get it running. Tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA.
Hi, Central Park, a beautiful and serene park in the heart of Manhattan. Oh, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the world's largest art museum, featuring a collection of over 2 million works of art. Hooray!
Well, that one sounds quite good and runs fairly quickly. So with that one, again, around about 8 to 10 seconds from the time the voice prompt was recorded to the time the response was spoken through the USB speaker, this one here. So that sounded quite good. With the transcription, it's come up and said, tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA, so it's 100% accurate. The only funny side of it was with the response, it was supposed to be reading out prompts such as 1, 2, 3, but it came up with some funny voices, like for 2 it said, oh, which is a bit odd, but aside from that, the rest of the response was spoken really well. So pretty happy with that one. And now we'll move on to the next test. Now for the next test, we're going to be again using the Tiny Llama 8K quantized model. We're also going to use the English US Amy voice for the speaking, and see what sort of result we get from this test. I'll just start the test now. Tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA.
One, Central Park, a beautiful and serene park in the heart of Manhattan. 10. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, the world's largest art museum, featuring a collection of over 2 million works of art. 3.
Well, that's pretty good too. I think the Amy voice sounds quite good, the female voice. So I like that. Again, with the transcription, again, it's 100% accurate. It said, tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA. So it's fantastic. And also, when the voice was speaking the response this time, with regards to the points, she accurately said point 1. Point 2, I believe she said, sounded like she said then. Point 3, she said point 3 properly, so that's pretty good, so I'm quite happy with that. So now we'll go on with the next test of the different features. Now for this next test, we're going to be using the Qwen 4K large language model. And with this one, again, we're going to use the English US Ryan voice to test it, to see what sort of a response, if you get a quicker response than using the Tiny Llama 8K model. And let's see how this test goes. Tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA.
Hi, Hawaii, a tropical paradise with beautiful beaches and crystal clear waters. Oh, New York City, the city of lights, with its iconic landmarks like the Statue of Liberty, the Empire State Building, and Times Square. Hey, San Francisco.
Okay, I messed up the prompt in that one a little bit. So just to keep it all fair, we want to use the same prompt. So I'll try that one again. Tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA.
Hi, Statue of Liberty, a must visit for anyone visiting New York. This iconic statue is a symbol of freedom and is located on Liberty Island in New York Harbor. Oh, Central Park, a beautiful park in the heart of Manhattan, that's.
Okay, that was pretty good. So again, with the transcription, it again has accurately said, tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA. The response was quite good. I think it was a little bit quicker this time. Around about 7 or 8 seconds, I think, which is a little bit faster, which I would expect for a smaller large language model. So with this one, again with the Tiny Llama 8K model, it uses around about 3 gigabytes of RAM. With the Quen 4K and Tiny Llama 4K models, they both use around about 1 gigabyte of RAM instead, so a bit smaller, so a bit quicker to be expected. The results were quite good from that one. The only thing, again, when it was reading out the points, instead of saying 1, 2, 3, again it was coming up with some funny sound effects. But overall, that's quite good. So now we'll move on to the next test. Now, welcome back for the next test. Now in this test, we're going to again use the Quen 4K large language model. We're also going to use the voice of English Amy US voice, and we'll test this combination and see how this one performs for us. Tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA.
One, Statue of Liberty, a must-visit for anyone visiting New York. This iconic statue is a symbol of freedom and is located on Liberty Island in New York Harbor. 10. Central Park, a beautiful park in the heart of Manhattan, that's.
Okay, that one's pretty good too. Starting to like the voice of Amy. I think it's sounding a lot better. So again, with this test, the speech-to-text transcription, tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA. Again, 100% accurate, which is fantastic. And with the response time on this one again, around about 7 to 8 seconds. So that's quite good, it's getting quicker. And also, again with Amy, her speaking of the response from the large language model, she's again correctly said point 1. For point 2 though, she keeps saying then for some reason instead of 2. And but apart from that, I can live with that. That's pretty good. So quite happy with the results. Now we'll move on to the final 2 tests. And welcome back again for the next test. So in this test, we're going to be using the Tiny Llama 4K quantized model, which is probably the smallest model of all. And also with this one, we'll be testing it with the English US Ryan voice again, and see how this test performs for us. Tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA.
Central Park, a beautiful green oasis in the heart of Manhattan. Oh, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, a world-class museum with an impressive collection of art and artifacts. Oh, the Empire State Building.
Okay, again, that's quite good. So with this one, once again, we're using the Tiny Llama 4K voice model. So it uses around about 1 gigabyte of RAM, same with the Quen 4K model. So both these models are quite faster. The only difference with the Tiny Llama 8K model is it gives a slightly better response, but if you don't mind the slight difference, I'd go for the 4K models. The transcription again, tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA. So again, 100% perfect. And the response from the Ryan voice, again, kept missing the numbered points. So it didn't say 1, 2, 3, which seems to be typical now with the Ryan voice. So now we'll move on with the last test now using the Amy voice. And now we're back again for the last test. Again, with this test, we're going to be using the Tiny Llama 4K large language model. We're going to use the English US Amy voice, and let's test this and see how well it goes for us this time. Tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA.
One, Central Park, a beautiful, green oasis in the heart of Manhattan. Dan, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, a world-class museum with an impressive collection of art and artifacts. 3, the Empire State Building.
Well, so that's very good, actually. So with that one, again, with the speech-to-text transcription, it's accurately said, tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA. So that's 100% accurate, so that's fantastic. And with the response from the Tiny Llama 4K large language model and Amy speaking it, she's again picked up point 1, made a mistake on point 2, for some reason saying then, and believe started on point 3, so she said that accurately, so that's good. And with those tests, the last 2 tests I should say, they've been around about 6 to 7 seconds from the time the voice has been recorded, the prompt's been recorded, to the time it starts speaking on the Bluetooth speaker, the response. So 6 to 8 seconds is very good. I'm very happy with that. And I might just give it one last test now with a bit of background noise to see if it still accurately transcribes the text and speaks the response for us. Well, welcome back again for the final test. With this one, I've decided to test the large language model with some background noise. So I've currently got a movie going on Netflix, which is, I'm not sure if you've seen it, The Bank of Dave it's called. So it's quite a good movie. You can hear the background noise is quite large. So I just want to see how it performs now with the text transcription, with loud noise in the background. So we'll start the test now.
I'll have one of those. Yeah, me too.
Tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA.
I have to ask. Oh man, it was amazing. It was, yeah, I had the time of your life with those boys. In fact, I was out for a pint with Rick and Joe 2 weeks ago.
Shut up, you
One, Central Park, a beautiful, green oasis in the heart of Manhattan. Dan, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, a world-class museum with an impressive collection of art and artifacts. 3, the Empire State Building.
So that's quite good again. So as you can probably hear, the background noise is pretty loud. I've got the TV turned up loud. With the speech-to-text transcription, again it said, tell me some fun places to visit in New York, USA. There's a band playing, so it's probably around there as well. I'll turn that off now. So the text-to-speech transcription is 100% accurate still, even with very loud background noise, which is important. So otherwise, if you can't transcribe the text properly with background noise, it's not going to be very good to us. So not very good for us, I should say. So this one that transcribes the text perfectly still, which is fantastic. And obviously there's a lot of noise around this place, so I'm going to need it to be able to transcribe accurately, which it's done. And again, it's still transcribing fairly quick for the 4K models. It's transcribing at around about 6 to 8 seconds each time now, which is fantastic. It's a lot quicker than the initial Chatty AI Assistant I was testing that was taking 8 to 10 seconds. So this one's 6 to 8 seconds. It's definitely performing very well, so I can definitely handle that. It's also, I didn't point out earlier, I should have. I'm not sure if you can see that properly, but as you can see, there's no Wi-Fi connected to my Raspberry Pi, so it's all running 100% locally. There's also no Ethernet cable connected to my Raspberry Pi, so it's not running over a network. So it's all running 100% locally on my Raspberry Pi here. and I think it's doing a fantastic job. And with me, I don't want any services in my home now that need the cloud to operate, or need the internet connections to operate, or to all be private. So all my data is all kept private. It's not going up in the cloud. It's not being used to help train the Chatty GPT model, for instance, which is also keeping a log of everything I ask it. So I don't want that in my own home. So now very happy and very satisfied with this. And we'll go on now and add on some features to use with the camera as well for the AI Assistant to make it even smarter. So we'll be back shortly with the next tests.